Commentary on the Hadith. No one who has an atom's weight of faith in his heart will enter hell. Is it correct? Question. I have heard that no one who has an atom's weight of faith in his heart will enter hell, and that the one who has an atom's weight of arrogance in his heart will not enter paradise. Is this true? Praise be to Allah. What is indicated by the text of the Quran and Sunnah and the consensus of the early generations of this Ummah is that no one who has an atom's weight of faith in his heart will abide in hell for eternity. If a Muslim who was a sinner died without repenting from his sin, then his case will be decided by Allah. If He wills, He will pardon him, or if He wills, He will punish him, but he will not abide in hell forever in any case. Al-Bukhari 44 and Muslim 193 narrated from Anas radhiyallahu anhu that the Prophet, peace and blessing of Allah be upon him, said, whoever says La ilaha illallah and has in his heart goodness, the weight of a grain of barley will be brought out of hell. Then whoever says La ilaha illallah and has in his heart goodness, the weight of a grain of wheat will be brought out of hell. Then whoever says La ilaha illallah and has in his heart goodness, faith, the weight of an atom or a small ant will be brought out of hell. Here goodness means faith. This idea is repeated in other hadiths, the wording of which is similar. With regard to your saying that no one who has an atom's weight of faith in his heart will enter hell, this is also proven. But some of the scholars interpret it as meaning that such a one will not enter it as the disbelievers do, which is he will not abide therein for eternity, although he may enter it. Thus this hadith may be reconciled with the many texts that say that some of the sinners among the believers will enter hell even though they have faith in their hearts. Then they will be brought out by means of intercession and so on. At-Tirmidhi 1999, Abu Dawud 4091 and Ibn Majah 59 narrated from Abdullah ibn Mas'ud that the Prophet, peace and blessing of Allah be upon him, said, no one will enter paradise in whose heart is an atom's weight of arrogance, and no one will enter hell in whose heart is an atom's weight of faith. A man said, what if I like my clothes to look nice and my shoes to look nice? He said, verily Allah loves beauty, rather arrogance means rejecting the truth and looking down on people. Classed as Sahih by Al-Albani in Sahih At-Tirmidhi. Imam At-Tirmidhi, may Allah have mercy on him, said after quoting this hadith, some of the scholars said, commenting on this hadith, that no one who has an atom's weight of faith in his heart will enter hell. The only meaning is that they will not abide in the fire forever. This was narrated from Abu Sa'id al-Khudri from the Prophet, peace and blessing of Allah be upon him, who said, everyone in whose heart there is an atom's weight of faith will be brought out of hell. More than one of the Tabe'in interpreted the verse interpretation of the meaning, our Lord, verily whomever you admit into the fire, indeed you have disgraced him. Al-Imran chapter 3 verse 192, as meaning whomever you cause to abide forever in the fire, indeed you have disgraced him. End quote. With regard to the second sentence in which you said that the one who has an atom's weight of arrogance in his heart will not enter paradise, this is also proven as in the hadith quoted above. It was quoted by Muslim 91 with this sentence only from Abdullah ibn Mas'ud from the Prophet, peace and blessing of Allah be upon him, who said, no one will enter paradise in whose heart is an atom's weight of arrogance. A man said, what if a man likes his clothes to look nice and his shoes to look nice? He said, verily Allah is beautiful and loves beauty. Arrogance means rejecting the truth and looking down on people. What this hadith means is that an arrogant will not enter paradise without being exposed to the possibility of punishment or being punished. He may be punished or he may be pardoned, unlike the obedient believer who is free of this major sin, who will enter paradise without being exposed to the possibility of entering hell. An-Nawawi, may Allah have mercy on him, said in Sharh Muslim, rather the apparent meaning is that which was favored by Al-Qadi Yad and the other scholars, which is that he will not enter paradise without bringing him to account and punishing him if he wills. Or he may let him off. Rather, it is inevitable that all of those who affirm the oneness of Allah will enter paradise, either initially or later on, after some of those who committed major sins and died whilst persisting in them have been punished. And it was said that he will not enter paradise with the pious in the first group to enter. End quote. To sum up, what you asked about is the text of one or two authentic hadiths, the meaning of which is, as we have said, it is not correct for anyone to imagine that it is impossible for the one who has an atom's weight of faith in his heart to enter hell forever, no matter what major sins he has committed. And it is impossible for a Muslim who has an atom of pride in his heart to enter paradise without first entering hell, no matter how great his faith, unless he dies without repenting. And we should remember one day of the hereafter is equal to 1,000 years of this world, and the fire of hell is 70 times more intense than the fire of this world. And the small amount of faith that has been spoken about must be shirk-free. And in this era of chaos, most of the people are not aware about it, and those who are aware are apathetic. Two groups of people did not understand this text correctly, the Kharijis and the Murjia. The Kharijis focused only on the text that contained the warning, such as the second hadith, and the Murjia focused only on the text that contained the promise, such as the first hadith. But Allah guided Ahl as-Sunnah wal Jama'ah to the correct view, which reconciles between the texts, and Allah knows best.
To get new episodes, click subscribe button.